Hello friends, TARDIS here, and welcome back to another one of these Reddit leak videos. I honestly thought I was done with these, at least for the time being. I released the Doctor Who leak saga, which covered every single leak up to this point, which I thought would at least, give me a few days leeway before some new leaks came out. And then, I get alerted to this. A leak that comes out from the original poster who posted the very first leak that started this sort of leak civil war that's been going on inside Reddit. But before we get into today's video, if you could just do me a teeny tiny little favour, click that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 10k by the end of the year, and I honestly believe that with your support, we can make it happen. It goes without saying that with all of these leaks, this could be completely false, and that there could be potential spoilers ahead as well. So if you're sensitive to spoilers, or don't like leaks in general, which I get, this isn't the video for you. But with that said, let's get into the video. We have recently observed a number of rumours within the community, and have decided that now might be a good time to set the record straight. What is most bizarre is that in and amongst the bizarre armada of leaks, there is at least a grain of truth to a lot of them, even the most ridiculous ones. Yes, indeed, the opener shall feature the Sontarans and will be set during the Crimean War. However, from our understanding, from filming images that could be worked out anyway, these claims about the series being entirely made of two-parters is atrociously unfounded, and there is no basis for this. How can you tell if something's a two-parter judging just by images? Like, an image doesn't look different if it's coming from a one-part story or a two-part story, so how would you tell that? Additionally, Chibnall is indeed leaving and will be replaced by Pete McTighe from Series 14 onwards. McTighe will finish work on his latest production, due to broadcast on BBC One in Q2 this year. Jodie shall also be leaving. This is due to a multitude of factors. However, perhaps the most notable is the so-called chaos in Cardiff that occurred in Q4 2019. I don't mean to be that guy. Wasn't that just a rumour that was made up by, let's just say, some of the less reliable sources of Doctor Who news in the fandom? Or am I wrong on that? Let me know in the comments below, which I shall elaborate on later, as that has massively affected the production of the series along with the COVID-19 pandemic. In regards to his successor, McTighe is keen to hire an established actress. No male actors have been considered for the part. The BBC view the female Doctor as a success, but not so much Chibnall's writing or Jodie's portrayal. Keira Knightley, Vicky McClure, who turned down the part in 2017 due to fears that the female Doctor might not be successful, Michaela Cole, Tiana Miller, Maxine Alderton, and the more unknown Chizzy Akundolu have been considered for the part. Maxine Alderton's a writer. How could she be considered for the part of the Doctor if she's a writer? This just smells of bull to me. Several have auditioned, and a casting decision is expected within the next month or so, with the regeneration being planned to be filmed in the finale block in around July, with the production of Series 14 beginning in early 2022. In regards to Knightley, we would vehemently disagree with the statement that her career is on the decline. However, she has expressed interest in working on a consistent broadcast schedule, with many actors on a similar level of stardom, such as James McAvoy, his Dark Materials, and John Boyega's Small Axe, working on BBC productions as well. Is she Captain Phasma? Because I thought that was a rumour that got shot down on Twitter earlier. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't know whether she is or not, but let me know. In terms of the current series, one of the most bizarre rumour has 3 points, which are actually somewhat accurate. The series will feature the return of Jack Robertson, albeit only in the finale. There will be a character called Nigelic Crouch, though not as described, and there will be a location known as the Bull Inn, used in one of the episodes. The rest of that rumour, however, linking to the MLK episode, I'm not sure what that is absolute nonsense of the highest order. We expect this individual received information from someone who happened to see a casting sheet and spun a whirlwind of fanfiction around it for attention. Nigelic Crouch himself will indeed be a Time Lord and will be a devious and wild one. He is a corrupt member of the Division, who were established in Fugitive of the Judoon, who is intent on causing havoc throughout the universe. In the end, it will be revealed that this is one of the Timeless Doctors in the timeline. This is the Doctor after the brainwashing by the Time Lords, but prior to the Ruth Doctor. Whilst the character will be comical and amusing in initial installments, you get to see how brutal and vile the character is as the series goes along. The moment we realise that this is indeed the Doctor, under some kind of pseudonym, is when, in the series' penultimate episode, he regenerates into Cho Martin. He will appear in about 3 episodes of the series. Originally, the character would be appeared in 4 episodes, with one taking place in Alabama, pertaining to the training of astronauts prior to the moon landing in 1969. Due to the pandemic, this episode has been cancelled. Additionally, the part was initially set to be played by Danny DeVito. Okay, this is just bull. I'm sorry. No.
No. Just no.
But again, due to the pandemic, he has not been able to appear in the part. Therefore, a lesser-known British comedian has been cast in the part. I'm sorry, but the day Danny DeVito says, you know what, I want to do Doctor Who, is the day that I eat my chair. Like the physical chair that I sit on that, you guys all know. That's the day I eat it, when Danny DeVito goes, yeah, I want to be a Doctor Who. The character itself has come under some scrutiny for the BBC due to the buffoonish and villainous nature of the character, which BBC director Tim Davie does not feel is keeping with the character of the Doctor. Chibnall has had similar problems before. Chaos in Cardiff was set off by the suggestion of a scene where Joe Martin's Doctor regenerates into David Bradley's version of the first Doctor. The BBC tried to overhaul the TARDIS child story arc, I'm guessing they mean overhaul, but since they gave Chibnall creative control over the series, this was hard. Therefore, there were many arguments on set, including Chibnall threatening to quit unless he was allowed to show his vision for the show. The episode also initially intended to include an explanation of the Doctor's name, and would have shown several adult incarnations of the Doctor travelling in the TARDIS, who were all from different gender and ethnic backgrounds. Unfortunately for Chibnall, the BBC managed to persuade the director to come back and reshoot some of the scenes of the Doctor and the Master discussing the Timeless Child, with them telling Chibnall he had to accept the final product. These sequences were written and overseen by Pete McTeague. This is also the reason that most of the scenes between the Doctor and the Master take place in one location or in front of a green screen. This resulted in Jodie deciding the next series would be her last. Due to her 3-year contract, Bradley Walsh and Tosin Cole deciding to leave at the end of their current contracts at the time, in spite of talks of them being involved in Series 13. These problems at the BBC have only increased by Tim Davie's presence. He's the new controller of BBC One, I believe. Although nothing so severe as Chaos in Cardiff has occurred, with Piers Wenger serving as a mediator between Chibnall and Davie. During their interactions, Davie will often pull up Chibnall on very small things and also make unusual demands of the showrunner. For instance, in the ending of one of Series 13's episodes, the Doctor was originally set to defeat an enemy by beating them at a Pokemon card game, intended as a comical scene. I admire the person for putting so much dedication into this, but anyone who believes this, I think, how? However, Davie took this seriously and threatened to cut the episode unless the scene was removed, because he finds it to be the kind of thing that would be broadcast on CBBC. He has also demanded that there be a diversity of political opinion in the cast of characters, with him insisting that it be implied that John Bishop's character is more right-leaning than left. This just sounds like something that's been written by a Not My Doctor, I'm not gonna lie, but insists they don't portray in a negative light. Chibnall has not helped the situation by adding a character called Joe Lofthouse, a librarian whose life is changed by the Weeping Angels. Yes, the other rumours were right about this. To have a scene where he changes John Bishop's character perception of the world by telling him the doctrines of Karl Marx. Somehow this scene has gone unnoticed by Tim Davie. However, it could be argued that Davie does make some genuinely strong points, especially when pertaining to the Nigelic couch character, who is sure to be divisive with fans. The character himself will be exaggerated, irreverent, and OTT, with their first scene featuring them dancing around in a mankini, and another where he is defeated by falling into a swimming pool and being unable to swim. They will also have a very vicious streak. Their second episode, which is currently filming, shall take place in the Troubles in Ireland, and shall feature Nigelic meddling with the politicians of the time period. In one scene, he shoots a cynical Irish schoolteacher called Dom Hall to death, while anachronistically singing the Blow Monkeys. It doesn't have to be that way in an ironic fashion, due to both his death and the Troubles in Ireland. After he is dead, Nigelic states that to his corpse, "Never change, Dom Hall, you funny shamrock." This has been pulled up by Tim Davie as morally questionable, who perceives it as being racist towards the Irish. However, Chibnall has pushed forward with this decision, citing Nigelic as the evil incarnation of the Doctor, and since he has the final say, according to his contract, we will have to wait till the broadcast to see how controversial this scene will be. It's not going to come to air, I'll tell you that. In regards to other episodes, there will be an episode featuring the Weeping Angels, as I already implied, and another which is 50s set historical, featuring Audrey Hepburn, which shall be written by the incoming showrunner, Pete McTeague. Both BBC One controller Piers Wenger and BBC's Director General Tim Davie have signed off on these two, without any complaints. However, the rest of the season has been beset with interfering from Davie, as well as questionable creative decisions by Chibnall. Myself and others in the BBC hope this can be put to rest, but it is only right for the fans to know about this situation. Yes, last year we put out a false statement on the chaos in Cardiff, but the results were not so disastrous this time. However, these creative differences could indeed result in a messy set of episodes to conclude Chibnall and Jodie resigns on the show. Hopefully the show can find its feet within the BBC again under McTeague. Unfortunately, at the moment, whilst not under any immediate threat of cancellation, the show has been held in bad repute among BBC higher-ups. Davie's interest in the show is more to do with his perception of it as a British institution, wants it to fit within his plans for a more politically diverse BBC. I think I can pretty confidently say, like with the others, I'm like, well, it could happen. No, this one I can confidently say is a bunch of bull. I've never done that for one of these leaks before, but this is just so outrageously, cartoonishly inaccurate. It was really funny to read. But let me know what you guys think of this leak in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new, like the video, and I will see you later.